The gentleman from Morgan is recognized for 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask unanimous consent to include in the record the following letters from the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association, United Power Trades, and the National Electric Contractors Association.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you. It's time to put science back in the decision-making process for Oregon and Pacific Northwest salmon recovery strategy. Rather than having the courts dictate the best way to balance Northwest fish recovery and the region's power needs, we should let the experts in U.S. Fish and Wildlife, Bonneville Power, NOAA, NMFS lead the way. H.R. 3144 allows that to occur. Rather than having fish policy decided by lawsuit, it's simply experts do their job. Quite simply, it will allow the federal Columbia River power system to be managed according to the 2014 Obama administration approved biological opinion until a new BiOp can be completed in 2020. U.S. Fish and Wildlife, BPA, NOAA, NMFS have spent years developing recovery plans to restore habitat, encourage fish passage, and manage this fishery. Their hard work was summarily thrown out by the court in favor of continued litigation. In fact, a third of our power bills in the Northwest is dedicated to fish recovery. We've been diligent. Bonneville ratepayers have stepped up time and again. We've made strides despite battling the effects of climate change, ocean acidification, and overfishing by foreign nations. Some things we can control, some things we cannot. Like sea lion depredation, we can. Despite the scientific evidence and warnings from Washington and Oregon fish and wildlife biologists that say sea lions likely account for at least 20% or more of adult salmon loss in the Columbia River system, we're not doing anything about it. Even our governors agree we need to address this, and these are Democratic governors. Let's deal with that instead of one injunction after another demanding more spill over the tops of the dams, and as we have heard, is not based in good science. This latest order will cost $40 to $50 million, with the jury out on its effectiveness as to juvenile survival and subsequent adult return. Let's at least get some scientific data to see if this is a good idea. 3144 would allow that to happen. BPA is at a crossroads. Natural gas is abundant, very inexpensive. Primary reason a lot of our coal plants are being phased out. But its low cost, coupled with more and more demands for fish mitigation, now threaten to eliminate our clean, renewable hydropower system that accounts for 50% of the electricity in the Northwest. BPA can simply not absorb more spill requirements with subsequent loss in power generation and spill without having to curtail the very fish mitigation and recovery programs the litigants want that have been helping to recover our endangered salmon. BPA is becoming quickly uncompetitive due to these escalating costs. And if they go away, what happens? It means more natural gas, more fossil fuels. It makes no sense if your goal is balancing smart, scientific-based fish recovery with clean, renewable energy to put BPA out of business and eliminate local control that Pacific Northwest has had on determining its own future. The entire Northwest delegation, Republican, Democrat, work together on this. We'd like to continue to do so. We need to stop this constant litigation. Let the scientific experts steeped in fish recovery do their job. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on 3144.